Hey, how you doing? All right, so this is basically in-house video for Steve and KT and Anne Marie and whoever's a teacher. The people that actually work here. And and everyone else too. But first, first we're speaking to you guys, right? Steve, KT, all right. So okay, so uh, one class I would like to offer is like where we have like medium-sized pots and jars, that are done bisque, like that place Color Me Mine. There's some other ones. Anyway, so this is a 1.5 pound piece, and but then there's 3 pounds. That's how we go. We go 3 pounds, 6 pounds, 12 pounds, 24 pounds, 25 pounds. But so anyways, what I'm thinking about is like easy you know for beginners to get in on it. As we just shown, like we give them a pot that's already thrown, like a nice little bisque pot. They decide what the colors are going to be. We have all the colors, 12 colors. More than that, we have all the colors. Okay, and so we'll do that, and then this is like a grid. This is not like a classic. Okay, so when I'm talking about classical decoration, it's not really classical. It's just the oldest stuff we have. So this is a very basic example of that. A very basic example of, let's see, the first one we're going to talk about is, we could call it, it's like the carpet language. So there are two main, there are two main parts of the carpet language, which are motif and cartouche. Okay, so motif is the thing that goes in a ring around it. It's like a carpet, right? There's a pattern that goes all the way around it, right? And then in the middle, there's a cartouche, which is like the statement. And on three-dimensional things, there are at least two. There are two sides, right? And okay, so then with the motif, okay, it's actually in numbers. There's odd numbers, even numbers, things like that. So you can build tension between. You see, the bottom is not like the top. They are similar, but there is tension there because it's not very obvious, but you do know it when you see it. There's tension. You do that. And then so on this side is male. On this side is like, usually it's male and female, but on this side it's whole family. Family on this side, male on the other side. Anyway, so we can do the very small things. And then there's another one. The other basic pottery language is Segway. Not like Segway, that's a scooter, but Segway. It means like one thing leading into the next. Segue. Segway. Somebody call me? Hello? Nobody? Uh-oh. Oh my god. Okay, nice. No worries. Oh, they called me back right away. We're going to try to do the firing soon. Bam. Nice. No worries. Actually, I just wanted to see if you can actually come by and help out. Please let me know when. I'd love to come. Is any of the stuff you brought for a glaze fire? I have some stuff for glaze fire too. And also I want to shoot loading and unloading for marketing material if that's okay. Yeah, one box is glaze and the other is bisque. Yeah. Okay. Sure, I'm in it. I'm in. Let's do it. Alright. Have to get it all going at the same time. Do it all at the same time. Okay. Hey, so this is probably have to edit that or something. Anyway, that was I'm on a group chat with Tom Franco, uh, Colin, and our friend from Tibet, forgot her name. It's a hard name. Once I get it, I'll never forget it. But, it's her. So, boom, boom, boom. So they're doing stuff like that too. They're in Berkeley. They're at 2727 California Avenue. And it's just like here. It's like if you remember, you can just go in there whenever. They're just all in there. It's much smaller than this. But they have a really good wheel. They have a nice, they have good stuff. Anyway, so as I was saying, between Steve and KT, what I would like to do here is, okay, so this is more like Segway. It's not really Segway, but it's kind of. So I'm just going to say some basic things, okay? So you spin the thing, and it's easy to make straight horizontal lines because you just hold a pencil or something, and it goes. Right? And I got some ways to do it, but you just put that on there, and then you would take, say, a paintbrush or something. Okay, so you have a, paint. This is paint. I'm not going to do it, but you could just right out of the bottle. Boom. So you can go. It's very easy to make a horizontal line. Ooh, let's go that way. There we go. So you can just go boom, horizontal, doom, and then you look at the thing from top down, and you cross. You do it in 4, then you do it in 8. Then you know what I mean. You can break them generally evenly. That's one thing too about pottery. It's never, ever exact. So you have to give that up. Never ever gonna be exact. What counts is if it balances enough to fucking be something. It's like, is it alive or not? That's what the fucking question is. It's not like, is it straight? None of them are straight. If they are, there's something suspicious. Like it was made from a machine or something. But no, there's never exact. So we're not trying to do that. But okay, so you make a grid, and you can go like this. And you take your angles. You do your angles. That was a battery saver thing anyway, whatever, I don't care at this point. Okay, so you see, so this right here, if you study the Chinese ones, they go in depth, like they use the diagonal line to go down into depth, and then they change direction when it's going to be a scene. You know what I mean? When there's going to be something, and then you don't look at that part anymore, and you go to the next part. It just goes like that. So it's it's very simple. And the thing is, the reason it's important is because all the pottery from like time immemorial has those. That language has never changed since they first made pottery. There's pictures. It's like a carpet. There's like pictures of the landscape and animals and people and the things they're doing and shit. It's like the first form of literature. So if you know how to make a beginning, an end, and a subject, then you have access to the literature of pottery. And the shapes mean things too. Some are Chinese, some are Greek, some are African, right? And so that's it. So that's the decoration. I would like to get down with that. Just like what the shapes mean, which the cultural shapes are, which ways that most people do it. Right? The Greeks, they have motif and cartouche. The Greeks, because they came from the Egyptians, so it's pretty much Western and Eastern. It's like Egyptian and Chinese. Those are the two oldest fucking kind. And everything is kind of like that. Everything is connected to that shit in some way. Those are the very first. The ones that were used for reading and writing is Egyptian and fucking Chinese. And they all mix together from the Turks and the fucking everybody. Like, of course, there's hundreds of ones now, but the two very oldest ones we know, basically Eastern and Western. Chinese and Egyptian. So, but, so we do that. And that's it. That's what I want to do for the class. And we can start them out very simple, because it helps people make their own statements too. Because you tell them, this is the bottom is the past, the middle is now, and the top is the future. So you can decide what you want the story to say about whatever the picture is. And so it's a statement, it's a real statement. It's a form of literature. It is. So the ceramic decoration is the oldest form of literature. Yeah, there might have been older ones, but they're not made out of stone, but these are. Okay, so we try that out. Yeah, we'll make another one later, but I just want to